and welcome back to my channel. Today we are venturing down the coast from Cancun on the road down to Playa del Carmen to review the 4-star all-inclusive Dreams Riviera Cancun Resort and Spa. Upon arrival at the resort, we stepped into a lobby that is open air and were offered champagne before we sat down to check in. We arrived before our room was ready, so we enjoyed the lobby bar called Rendezvous, along with other guests waiting for their room. The lobby has quite a bit of seating, and a water feature running almost the entire length of the lobby. Our room was ready shortly, and we were happy to find that we had an ocean view. We paid for the cheapest room in the resort, and although the view was fairly far back, we could still see the water from our balcony. From the front of our door, we also had a great view of the jungle. The room was outdated but clean, and since we had only paid $285 per night for the room, I was satisfied with the quality I got for the price. The room had a mini fridge, stocked with beer, water, and soda that is included in the room price, a coffee maker, a safe, and a separate tub and shower. The tub was actually in the room, which I didn't love. There were also no USB ports in the room. Next, we checked out the pools and beach, and along the way, noticed that this resort was really well landscaped. They even had a love sign with locks on it, similar to the Locks of Love Bridge in Paris, that people put locks on to signify their love. It was a nice touch. We also passed the coffee shop and gift stores for the property, as well as signs for the gym. The pools. The pools at this resort are extensive and look right out over the beach. One side of the pool area is dedicated to a huge kids' play structure, and the other side is more of the adults' pool, with a swim-up bar. The water was warm, and the pools were surrounded by plenty of lounges and cabanas. The cabanas are rented out for an extra cost, so most went unused. It would be nice if they were priced so people could actually afford them, so they don't have to sit empty so much. The beach. The beach also has seating to include shaded umbrellas, and the water was warm and gentle on this portion of the coast. The only issue I had with it was there was a lot of seaweed in the water, so much so that I had to get out after only a few minutes in the water as there was so much of it. There was a cute bar on the beach called Barracudas with swing seats, and I dried off while enjoying a drink there. Entertainment. Dreams Resort as a brand is big on entertainment. This resort did not disappoint, and in fact had one of my favorite shows I have seen in Cancun. The samba show had a huge cast of musicians and dancers, and kept the audience really engaged. The dancers changed costumes several times and showcased different dance styles, and even had members of the audience get up and try out these very difficult moves. The show was fabulous and so much better than most entertainment I've seen in the Cancun area. Dreams really focuses on entertainment, as if you aren't interested in the big nightly show, there are always other choices. Before the big show of the evening, there is also usually music in the lobby, an outdoor movie playing under the stars, and a disco for the after-hours crowd. There really is such choice that everyone in the family should have something to do that suits their mood. Restaurants. El Patio. What Mexican vacation would be complete without Mexican food? El Patio serves Mexican food and is open only for dinner from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. They go over the top with the theme in a fun way by having huge sombreros for everyone to wear. Most people passed on this idea, but I did see one group really getting into it, and the whole table was wearing them. Our waiter brought us chips and salsa and guacamole, which were really good. For my main, I tried the chicken mole. The mole sauce was decent, but the piece of chicken tasted strange. I just couldn't eat it. And when I get something that doesn't taste right, I just don't eat it. I tried the pork tacos instead, and they were filling but nothing special. I have eaten some great tacos in Cancun, and so expect a lot, and these did not deliver. However, the service was exceptional, and there was a Mexican band for entertainment, which I loved. Himitsu. Himitsu is open for breakfast seasonally, and dinner in the evenings from 5:30 to 10:30. In the evenings, it serves sushi and other Pan-Asian offerings at its tables, and also has teppanyaki tables that are highly sought after. You need to make a reservation in advance for seating at the teppanyaki table. I made mine a week in advance to arriving. Did I love the food? No, but it was okay. For the price I paid for the room, I was not expecting exceptional food, so wasn't surprised when the steak was tough. Bordeaux. This is an adults-only venue with French cuisine. I ate here only once as I did not like the food. The bread basket had stale bread, which was an indication of the rest of the meal I would be served. I started with a lobster salad, which had a hard piece of lobster in it. I then had a steak as my main that was really tough and served with cold mashed potatoes. I chose to pass on having dessert as the food was unlikely to get better. Portofino. With a menu focusing on both Italian and Mediterranean cuisine, this restaurant is only open for dinner. This seemed to be a crowd favorite as it was always crowded. So the night I went there, I was expecting really great food. It was definitely not great food, but again, for the price, it was okay food. I had a cheese and pepper pasta that I wouldn't order again. However, the look and feel of the restaurant was modern and fun, and the drinks were good. So overall, I would eat there again and try something different next time. World Cafe. World Cafe is the buffet venue and serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Upon first entering, I noticed the buffet seating and food displays aren't as upscale as other resorts, so I felt a little disappointed. However, the food was surprisingly good. The salads and fruit section was fresh and well-stocked, as was their sushi counter. If you follow a special diet, the hostess will bring the chef out to discuss your dietary needs, and he will have something specially prepared for you. Barefoot Grill. This beachside grill serves up hamburgers and is open for lunch between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. It is located right next to the kids' pool, which makes it easy to feed the young kids burgers and fries without interrupting their fun for a long, drawn-out sit-down meal. It's great for adults, too, who don't want to dress up and spend an hour in a restaurant. Bathing suits are welcome here as it is an outdoor walk-up venue. There were also 2 restaurants in the pool area that overlooked the beach, Oceania, which is seafood-focused, and the Seaside Grill. Neither served memorable meals, just food that would fill you and was okay. I decided early in my stay after eating at these restaurants that I would just have my lunch meals at the Barefoot Grill, as I didn't enjoy sitting and waiting for service at either of these restaurants to get a meal that was not as good as the food at the Barefoot Grill. Coco Cafe. Coco Cafe is the property coffee shop where you can grab lattes, pastries, and snacks. It is open 23 hours a day for your caffeine fix. It is closed only between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. to restock and refresh their food offerings. I thought the coffee drinks were great, but the food offerings were poor. Overall, who will enjoy this resort? Families were in abundance here as there were a lot of options for kids, with the big kids play structure in the pool as well as a kids camp that parents could check their kids into. It seems like this resort caters to the family. People on a budget will also be happy here, as long as they temper their expectations about the food. The food is okay, and the drinks plentiful, and the entertainment fabulous. Overall, I consider this a great choice as a value-driven vacation destination. And that wraps up this episode focused on Dreams Riviera Cancun Resort and Spa. Join us next week as we review another Dreams Resort in Cancun.